Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Black Dragon Gaming. Cat plays Tyranny. Not entirely sure why the loading screen is frozen and not playing any audio, but not much to be done about it, I suppose. What the hell's going on here? Okay, there it goes. Alright. Yeah, this is episode 1.
The year is 431, and Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition in the tiers. The Younger Realms, the Bastard Tier, the Free Cities. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or bowed in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands.
Okay, yeah. Before we go on, actually this will be episode 1, because episode 0 was me doing conquest stuff and explaining what's going on and all that. So, let's get going. Right. Are you gonna...
But our will is not yet extinguished. Not entirely. In the Valley of Vendrian's Well, those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together in defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault.
Why is spacebar not working? Weird. Whatever.
With their main forces spread across the tiers, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeploy to Vendrian's Well to crush the resistance. But months pass with no definitive battle. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers.
You know, I really like the Disfavored helmet. Looks like a skull. That pleases me on levels that I'm not sure you can possibly understand.
The Overlord is not amused, and Kairos has one message for the Archons: crush the Oathbreakers or die. Kairos backs this threat with an edict, a magical commandment that can slay all in the valley should the order be ignored. The honor of proclaiming this edict fell to you. Sent across the mountains to Vendrian's Well, you carry the Overlord's edict to read before the Archons.
Yeah, honor. Because the edict totally won't affect me too, because I'll be in the valley. Fuck.
As you finally make your way through the winding mountain passes into the valley, the ground trembles, and Kairos' magic seals the way behind you.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about before in the last episode. If you have to use threat of death to keep your people in line, then you have done it wrong.
You are trapped in Vendrian's Well, with Kairos' armies and the Oathbreakers. The only way to survive is to fulfill the terms of the Overlord's edict, in any way that you can.
You know, I like to think that Kairos at first was, just like me, all patient, pragmatic, and understanding that kind of evil, or at least that kind of ruthless, at least. And then just over time, he just got more and more pissed off that things just weren't working, so he was just like, alright, fuck it. When you don't do what I tell you to, I will murder your face. And that's how you get to this right here. Hey, look, it's a statue that cries blood. Woo! Yeah, that's me. Give me a second. So I need to hide my helmet. There we go. Get this. Put that. There we go. Yes, go away. I don't need you. Controls. Those controls are the same for basically every CRPG ever. Yes. Speak to me. Just go away. Kairos the Overlord be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. The disfavored warrior claps her gauntlet to her breastplate, the traditional salute of her legion. Oh yeah. That's not a breastplate, though. That's leather armor. I know that armor. That's leather. I've had that armor before. The commander wouldn't say why the governor of Lethian's Crossing would be coming, but since we have no forges here, I imagine that you're here to knock some sense into the voices of Narat. She catches herself, clearing her throat with a smile. I mean, mediate with the Archon, so we might agree on a plan to wipe out these Oathbreakers. Okay. Oathbreakers is just like a thing that they call the Vendrain Guard, who reneged on their surrender. That's it. And this thing is one of the conquest decisions. The disfavored still think of the main character as the governor of Lethian's Crossing. So, Let's see, let's do the lore 20 thing, because you level up by using your skills in this particular game. So, the more you use your skills, the better your skills get. There's an experience bar, but it's just like the Elder Scrolls, where your skill increases are your experience bar. So, can you hear the hum in the air? That glow around the rocks? The avalanche is Kairos' magic. The Overlord has sealed the valley. Your senses see more than mine, good Fatebinder. I do not pretend to know much about such things. But if that was Kairos' magic and you're here on important business, well, you don't have to be the Archon of Secrets to guess that you're here to proclaim an edict. What does Kairos have in store for the enemy? 10 years of festering plague? An edict of twisted bones? I come bearing an edict of Kairos. Our soldiers will complete their task or die. The edict is leveled against us. Her eyes widen in fear. Her posture slackens. But the Scarlet Chorus prevents us from taking action. Why would the Overlord punish both of... She clears her throat with a sigh. Forgive me, it is not my place to question. We should have conquered the enemy within weeks of arriving in the valley. The delay reflects poorly on all of us. Your first instinct is to blame the Scarlet Chorus. No wonder Kairos resorts to an edict to enforce order. Yes, well... Her eyes shift to the side. There has indeed been little goodwill between our armies, and you are right. When we act as we do, what choice do we give the Overlord? She takes a deep breath, nodding as she exhales. And you are right, I should not cast blame so freely, especially not when talking to a servant of justice. My apologies. Well, you've traveled a long way, I won't keep you any further. I'm sure the Archons will want to hear from you at... Her voice falls silent, her attention snapping eastward with alarm. Did you hear that? More runners, third time this week. The Oathbreakers keep trying to send messengers over the mountains to gather help from outside the valley. She points over to the collapsed path by which you arrived. They're a bit late for that. Ow. Come, let's show these Oathbreakers a good fight. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. I don't suppose I can make any spells right now. Nah, all I've got is the touch one. And I've got the ice one, that's it. Let's go away. Oh, let's go. Okay. Let's take that. Why is my... Oh, my keyboard is not working for some reason. Ah, that's weird. Let's... I might have to restart the game after this. Yes, I know I'm not trying to... Fuck you. Let's cage cursor for now. Yes, save changes. That's not good. My keyboard is not working at all. Why aren't you working? I'm gonna have to restart the game at some point soon. Okay, in that case, let's do this. And I can't queue up orders right now. Brilliant. But let's get some shit done. Let's...
Sorry, I can't.
Nope. There we go. Do some frost on you. Oh yeah. Alright.
Right.
Let's see. Now that I've caged my cursor, I can actually scroll around, which is something that's needed. Let's climb down. Let's go over here. torque. And this one, yeah, vitality. You know, I probably should have just like let you guys read that or read it out, but sorry.
It wasn't so hard.
I'm trying to hurry so I can get to a point where I can restart the game. But I'll probably just do that after the episode anyway, so I'll just take my time. Whatever. Alright. Let's get over here. Oh, you've got something. What you got? Whetstone, potion of protection. Whatever. What you do? We should be vigilant and deal with the remaining Oathbreakers in the pass. This seems like a suicide mission. What do the Vendrain Guard hope to accomplish? From what we've heard, what we've learned from the other prisoners, the runners were instructed to escape the valley and drum up support for the Oathbreakers' cause elsewhere in the tiers. Aurora shrugs. I don't know who they think will listen to their pleas. We've smashed every army, fortress, and self-proclaimed ruler these lowborn tiersmen have to offer. Perhaps they think the wild beasts will rally to their side? Disfavored victory has soaked the tiers with fear. I doubt anyone would rally to their hopeless cause. My thoughts exactly. They lost this war years ago. This is little more than the last gasp of a dying people. I've been traveling for days. How much longer till I reach the Archons? We're almost to your destination. Once we clear the pass of the enemy, just head south down the foothills. From there, should just be a matter of hours to the encampments. Carry on then. Let's screws through the gap, or I can shove the boulder. Let's shove the boulder. Squish. Squish, squish, squish. Yeah, I know I'm in combat. I never realized how painful this was going to be without keyboard shortcuts. That's sort of sucks. Doop, 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 doop. You know, I really want some of the Stonewalker gear. Or the Stone Shield gear. Like that. It looks good. Look at that. Can you kill this guy already? Please? I'd like to be done here. Come on. You can do it.
I got it.
I've had far worse.
Come on. Kill him already. There we go. Thank you. Javelin. I don't care about javelins. Go away. Unfortunately, I can't actually highlight what's going on, or loot stuff.
Try and catch me, worm.
Scarlet Furies are the elite fighters of the Scarlet Chorus, basically. They're like I don't know, centurions maybe in the Roman army. Like they're a high rank and they're very good at fighting, basically. This one's crazy. Too much lead in our water. We should cut our losses and turn back.
Fate finder. You're here at last. Care to join me in putting these cowards out of their misery?
It depends. Who are you?
Are you serious? I came to escort you to camp when... Damn it! Kill first, questions later.
You look like you're handling yourself well enough. Get some loyalty going.
I am, but I could use someone watching my back.
For the realm of Apex, charge! You know, you suck at your job. Although I do like the fact that you're wearing bronze scale. That pleases me. Let's see, let's choose you. Although you can keep fighting this guy. And you go over here. Really?
Battle! Will do.
Skewer the bitch.
Will do.
Alright.
Await my signal.
Beautiful. Alright.
Phew. I can tell you didn't spend the conquest
Let's
in the
get rid of
diplomat's
these. There we go. Yep.
I'm Verse, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian guard we killed didn't come alone. The voices of Nerat told me to
shit.
intercept you
Should've
at
read that
Edgerton
out.
Ruins
Sorry.
before you busied yourself solving all of the camp's problems. Guess I was too late. You're due for a meeting with the Archons, but we should handle the small matter of this ambush first.
Why are the Vendrian Guard attacking now?
My guess? The Vendrian Guard are testing our strength in battle, learning how we perform before they organize a real offensive. That or they're really, really desperate to get beyond the mountains and couldn't wait until nightfall.
You can fight like a storm. What's your role in the army?
A Scarlet Fury, one of the elite killers of our ignoble gang. You'll see more than a few of us around camp, but don't let that fool you. We're a rare breed. Most of the soldiers in the Scarlet Chorus are little more than farmers and children armed with rusted forks. Makes them easier to control.
Oop.
The voices of Nerat called his best fighters to this siege. There must be something important about Vendrian's well, though don't ask me what. The Archon isn't in the habit of spilling secrets.
I thought that you could get a little bit more loyalty if you continued with the conversation there. That's why I didn't just, go
Eager.
things.
I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching.
Rings are a currency in this, basically. Let's see. Yep. Anyway, you know what? Yeah, that's. I forgot to do this stuff. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know if I said already, actually. I probably should have said, but I'm gonna be doing this where I just keep it up for a second so you can read it. I'm gonna pause it and read it, and I may be doing a lore episode later on, but it's because if I tried to read everything out ever, we would never get anything done. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's it there. Okay. I see your point. Nice and practical.
No
Average
reason to
loyalty.
pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined in here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes.
I wish I could turn off the loyalty versus fear thing, but keep the disfavored one, or the favor versus wrath one. But, I mean, not much to be done about it, I suppose.
For the voices of Nerat!
Oh, yeah. Forgot. Okay, so the way magic works in this, or at least spells, the way you learn spells, is... oh, damn it. is actually by memorizing these accents, glyphs, and sigils and shit. Like that. And then going over here to the magic tab, selecting an element or type of spell, selecting the expression, and then the sigils, and that's how you make spells. That's it. You can rename them, I think. Yes, you can rename them, but I don't really care. So, just actually, can you? Oh yeah, so you can. Let's give you that spell too. Yep. That's it. Let's. And this one. Go. Come here. Come here, shit. There we go. Your mohawk is weird, lady. Just so you know. The span of swords. Eyes forward, no looking back. The Venturing Guard roars with his falx. A falx is a type of weapon, by the way. It's basically a great sword of a kind. It's a weirdly curved blade. With his falx held high, his words largely lost over the din of combat. Stand aside or your funeral will be over the side of the bluff. Seeing you squarely in his path, the soldier points his weapon your way. I applaud your bravery, but I implore you to end this foolishness and lay down your arms. Not a chance. If I surrender, I'm as good as dead. At least we can drag some of the Kairos' chosen along our short journey to the void. That's true, but honestly, you had to know that your rebellion was doomed to failure from the beginning. Like, there's just no way that you were surviving this. Absolutely none. As he signals his men to charge, the sound of chanting rises from the south, drawing his attention. Scarlet Chorus reinforcements. Hurry! Blah. That is a falx, by the way. What those two guys are holding here? That's a falx. Run down the Oathbreakers. Let none escape. From the red mob of reinforcements from the south, a blood chanter emerges at the head of the rabble, the ornamental crest of her staff. I thought that was a dude. I have thought that was a dude since I first came through here. And also since I first watched Christopher Rod play this game. Well then. The ornamental crest of her staff pulsing with crimson tones. Signing sigils of magic and wordlessly moving her mouth, the blood chanter scribes a series of spells into the air. A red glow surrounds the Venturing Guard warriors as the chanter's magic worms its way into their minds, blinding them with rage. Hold position, all of you! You there, keep to the path! The warrior gestures along the canyon trail, but his soldiers turn their attention to the Scarlet Chorus, roaring challenges. No, don't engage them, we need to run! His orders falling on deaf ears, the warrior reluctantly readies his weapons. That's because you dumb. You done goofed. Let's see. Let's do that then. No, just fucking... Alright, yeah, whatever. Alright, let's do that.
Right.
Nope, I did it too early. Whatever. Oh, shit.
Will do.
Man, why is this battle going so much worse than it was before? Probably because I can't fucking do anything with my keyboard.
Did I always have this much blood?
And she's knocked out. Brilliant! Can you just die already, please? I'd like to get on with my life. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, being able to pause this game really helps. Well, pause this style of games really helps you when you're in combat. Alright, well, we will finish this area and then I'll end the episode. There's not much left to be done in this area anyway. Let's get that. Give me that. Oh, all three of them dropped gear. Let's see. Oh, sweet. Got some heavy armor there. I got boots last time. Heavy armor. Nope. Give me this. Heavy armor. This is going to slow down my attack speed a fair bit, but it's worth it if I'm going to be on the front lines all the time. So it's kind of required if I'm going to be on the front lines and a mage type. So that's what's over here. Barrel. By the way, the way I know where the loot stuff is these little things down here. This is a loot icon. See? That, and I've played through this area like 4 times. Just to... Oh, this guy. And this guy drops... Oh, Sweet. I got a full suit. Now I just need a helmet. Full suit of heavy armor, I mean. Anyway. Alright. This bit. Let's see. Stow your weapons or we find out how long a man screams before... Wow, that was really mechanical, cat. Let's try this again. Stow your weapons or we find out how long a man screams before hitting the ravine down below. Cornered between a precipitous drop and a band of angry soldiers, the Oathbreaker warrior... Okay. Well, I don't know why you're highlighting the warrior part. Holds a disfavored officer at knife point. Skewer him. Worry not for me. Graven Ash will protect. Graven Ash protects the protection thing. It's his signature ability as an Archon. I don't think anyone really knows what his actual abilities are in the world, but it's just one of his signature abilities as an Archon, which an Archon is a master of magic. And they're so good at magic that they have actually pioneered new magics. And Graven Ash's main thing is the Aegis, which basically it makes the disfavored really hardy, as well as heal really quickly. They're still not going to survive like decapitation or being cut in half or stabbed through the heart or anything like that. And having your throat slit is not something that it will save you from either. You were the man. He plainly invited you to use that little blade of yours. What are you waiting for? Permission from your pimp? This blade? With a jerk of the knife, he slices off a clump of Drastus' matted hair. If you're so eager to see your ally dead, just step closer. And I'm going to do this, because this is awesome. That's right, now the rest of you drop those weapons. With his attention on the other warriors, you dash forward. He reaches out with his dagger to slay Drastus, but your hand is already on his wrist. With a wrenching twist, you mangle his hand, dropping the dagger harmlessly out to the ground. The disfavored warriors rush forward from either side of you. Tyrell barely manages a strained gasp before being hacked and impaled on their swords and spears. Kairos be praised that the Oathbreaker fought with Oathbreaker fought with the rage of Cairn himself. Drastus slides a trembling hand along the cut on his neck. Thank you, Fatebinder. I thought today was my last. Let's see. From the look of it, I guess they thought if they swarmed the paths, maybe one might make it out. We found a few scraps of parchment on the bodies. Drastus holds out a handful of crumpled parchments for your inspection. Yeah, literacy is rare in the Northern Empire where the disfavored are born. So, time spent reading and writing is, after all, not time not spent sparring. It's readying one's body and mind for battle. So, most, even officers, don't usually know how to read. Which, I think all officers should know how to read, but that's me. Anyway, a student of letters such as yourself should be able to make sense of this. Let's not piss off the disfavored. Examine the parchment, please. Let's see. Repeating the same messages in different written scripts, the parchments explain the Vendrian Guard's desire to overthrow Kairos' Archons and rout their armies from the tiers. The pages aren't addressed to any specific reader, but rather openly invites all who remain loyal to the younger realms to gather at Vendrian's Well. Recruitment material. Well, from the looks of it, we kept them from slipping out of the valley. Whatever they hope to accomplish, I think their plan died here. The Archons are expecting you. When you're ready, leave by the gate to the southwest or southeast and follow the trails downslope for a few hours. You'll see the campfires leagues away. Can't miss it. Alright. And if I remember correctly, this jackass drops a bronze falx. Yes, he does. Alright. Alright, I have to use the fucking buttons at the top. That's gonna get irritating real fast. Let's do that. And didn't he drop a yes he did. A trinket. There we go. Alright, distant impact. Alright, so unlike Pillars of Eternity, you can actually increase your base attributes in this game, and you get a point every time you level up, which pleases me deeply. Let's get some hit points there, and let's see, I can't remember what I chose. I think something about magic. Yeah, bonus to lore skill, so I can have stronger spells. 53 lore. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, this little icon is actually a buff that you get from leveling up, not the fact that I need to level up. Let's talk to you. Fatebinder, what an honor to have one of Tunon's court visit our humble holdfast. Need supplies? Bursting with energy, the merchant slams her palm down on top of the crate. If so, you've come to the right place. So, what will it be today? She spreads out a welcoming arm over her wares. I trust you've been granted proper stewardship of the goods you are peddling? You see, Fatebinder. The merchant cranes her head to the side, scratching her neck. I think so. I've been handed these bits of scripts. She reaches across a stack of provisions to snatch a scroll case. But I'm not a woman of letters. Numbers are my strength, as you can well imagine. Let me see those. Certainly, good Fatebinder. She hands you the scrolls while wearing a quizzical expression. A cursory read indicates this merchant is granted the unlimited right to trade in a logistical capacity. When not supporting an active battle, she has the right to trade grain, copper, and olives anywhere in the tiers. Well, looks like we have a slight problem here. A problem? But how can that be? I paid a span's profit for the stewardship. What sort of problem is there? You have the right to trade as a part of active war efforts. Currently, it would seem our armies are unwilling or unable to fight. See the problem? Oh, I see the problem. Her eyes narrow and her hand slides toward the strings of copper along her waist. Let's skip some steps in this dance, shall we? She holds up a hand with a string of copper rings dangling from her fingers. A donation to the court. Call it a proper fine. Call it a tribute to our protection. Just call off your game if you say yes. Honestly, when I first chose this route, I was not going for let's get a bribe for myself or anything. And in fact, I wanted to actually help her get proper permits and everything when I was thinking about this. But since that's not going to happen, I'll just get a discount. Let's see what we get. If I remember correctly, yes. There are all kinds of shit down there. Let's see. Sell those. Thank you. Let's see. This shit is absolutely worthless. And trade. Alright. Sweet. I think that's all I needed here. Yes, that's all I needed. Awesome. Now, let's do some magical stuff. Actually, no, this is getting too long already. We'll do the magical stuff in the next episode. But I will do the rest of the conversations here. The prisoner says his name is Tarkus Deimos. Drastus lets out a long sigh, tapping his gauntleted finger to his temple. Then I don't think this is a complicated matter. Bleh. He dies. His family's been a driving force in the Vendrian Guard. Killing him should demoralize whatever's left of the Tarkus clan. Isn't Tarkus his first name, though? But whatever. All must be given a chance to find absolution in the service of the Scarlet Chorus. The mage points a finger at the disfavored officer. And you know full well that this has always been our way. He has a chance to be a slave or soldier. Only then do we feed him to the pigs. We'd let you take prisoners, but you can't control them. You send these conscripts out on patrol, and they never return, defecting all over again. I can't let this nonsense strategy continue. Well, I insist this Oathbreaker be taken to the Voices of Nerat, leaving us at an impasse. Fortunately, we have a Fatebinder here to settle the matter for us. The chanter turns to you, an expectant smile creeping across her face. So, what say you? What should become of this prisoner? Execute the bastard. He already had one chance to surrender. The Tearsmen can't be trusted. Rakes, thieves, and whores, nothing more. We were far too merciful the first time. He nods to Drastus nods to a nearby warrior. Have this one tied up. He and his friends can watch each other rot in the sun. I won't keep you here any longer, Fatebinder. I know you have important business in the valley. Drastus salutes you, his iron gauntlet wrapping against his breastplate. See, this guy actually has a breastplate. For the glory of Kairos. Yeah. Keep your glory. I want money.
On it.
And there's some loot down there somewhere, which you get through going through here, because I cheated and played through this area already. Ha. I don't think I can actually get at this particular bit of loot, just because I don't have the subterfuge to pick the lock, but yeah.
Can't do that.
It's good athletics experience to climb up there anyway, so I usually do. Let's get out of here. Alright. In the next episode, we will also talk to Verse and gain her loyalty a lot and learn about her. So, join me next time. Thank you for watching. Oop, actually, shit. I need to uncage my mouse because I am bad at video games. There we go. Sorry. Alright, well, now it's time to do this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time for episode 2 of Tyranny.